at the end of the day, you are alone, sweetie. You are alone. Hola, it's your girl Georgie. Welcome back to our channel because this channel is nothing without you. And today we're doing a different type of video, obviously, because I am sitting down. It's a sit down video, and this video is about becoming that girl. Now that girl is a TikTok trend that has been going on for quite a while now, and it's just becoming the best version of yourself. So that girl is a girl who's trying to become the best version of herself, which could also relate to men, I guess. Like, you can be the best version of yourself, of a male too. So I just hopped onto this trend, and I do know that there's a lot of friction going on when it comes to this trend, because some people feel like you're setting a certain standard for people to live and or something in that lane, and then there are those who feel like, no, it's just supposed to encourage you, and I'm more to that side. This is supposed to encourage you. It's just a trend. So you don't need to exactly do what people are doing. And believe me, a lot of people aren't actually living those lives on social media. So that does not mean that you must copy exactly what people are doing. The whole point is just become the best version of yourself. Why I'm hopping onto this trend is that I have actually noticed that I am becoming very insecure about myself, very not me like. I'm even putting on a little weight. I've just been a little depressed and just not in the mood of life anymore. But then now, I think for the past few weeks, I have now been picking myself up, and I just thought that this trend would work really well. It's within what I'm trying to become. I'm trying to get myself back together again. So I hope this video is encouraging to one or two, or it helps one or two people. Yeah, so let's start the video. So the first thing is that girl wakes up very early in the morning, and that does not mean that you have to wake up a certain time every single day, like 7 or 6 a.m. every single day, because studies show that it's actually better you sleep a consistent amount of hours instead of waking up at a certain time every single day. So let's say you sleep 7 hours or 8 hours, then you know, like, if I sleep today at around 10 o'clock, what time am I waking up tomorrow? So that girl wakes up early. And also, it's just, you have to learn how to wake up without the alarm. Like, just program yourself. I know it takes time, especially for my queens and kings who set 20,000 alarms. So I do know that it's a little bit of a hustle, but then also just you have to learn how to program yourself to do that. The second thing that I would say that girl does is that girl keeps clean. That girl tries to be clean. You wake up, you shower. That girl cleans her environment. Her environment must be neat and tidy. Otherwise, things just don't go well. You know, waking up and you just leave your bed like that can actually have an effect, can actually determine how your day goes. So it's always just important to keep your place, your surrounding clean, and your bed made up, and just you in general. Like, how do you present yourself? Make yourself look good, because when you look good, you feel good, and everything just runs a bit smoother than when you feel about yourself. So I would say that just looking good. And I do know that this is a little bit of a hustle when it comes to budget, because not everybody can afford to look that good, you know, to afford to buy the best clothes, jewelry, the everything, accessories. So I would just say, like, because I have also been going through that, and I just think that there are certain clothes that you bought or certain pieces that you bought for yourself, and there's a reason why you bought those specific pieces. So just try and put them together again, and I believe that you can get back what you were trying to achieve when you bought that piece. So just a little that you can, you just try and put them together. Also, just remember that people treat you the way you look. So if you look well put together, then people will treat you a little bit more with respect. I'm not saying that it runs for everybody or it works for everybody, but majority of the time, just notice how when you look good and you put yourself together, people treat you a little bit different compared to when you look shitty and your hair, and yeah, you understand what I mean. Okay, another thing that girl does is she reads, she learns. She tries to learn new things, and she's organized. She puts everything together. She reads books, she journals, she write down her daily routines, or not daily routines but her plans for the day. And I've actually started doing that by having, okay, I started this long time ago, it's just that I keep falling on and off. What I do is just take my diary, and I think it's important to get a really cute diary or a notebook. This is not my favorite color, but it's at least something. And then you just write down every day what you're supposed to do. I find that it makes life easier for you, because have you ever had so many things in your head that you're supposed to do, but then you're not doing anything because you keep stressing about them and you're not moving? So writing them down actually helps you. So you tackle one at a time. You write down your to-do list, you try and identify which is the most important. And this I have learned from a book called Eat That Frog. I'll show you guys. But yeah, just write down next to it how important it is, so that you tackle the most important ones, and that's the way you move. And once you do the most important ones, you feel better about yourself and you're more encouraged to continue doing what you're supposed to do, or continue moving forward, basically. Another thing is, I have learned that actually reading, or trying to read at least 10 pages a day, especially motivational books or books that can help you grow your mind or whatever you're trying to achieve, I feel like that actually helps a lot, because then you learn new things. And yeah, I think that reading is important, and the most successful people, we have been hearing this for the longest time, the most successful people do read a lot. So if you're not on there, I suggest that we start, like we get ourselves books that we're actually interested in, especially books that can help you grow your mind. Okay, another thing that girl does is she walks out, she exercises, she makes sure that her body isn't abandoned. And I do know, like, if you've been following me for quite a while, you have noticed that I have picked up some weight, and this is just something that has been making me feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I am working on that. That is my reason for exercising. But some people just want to exercise for the sake of being fit, and I think that's a good thing. Just take at least 4 days in a week and just try and do some workout. And also, being that girl does not mean that you have to be slim or whatever. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. If you're okay, another thing that girl does is she eats healthy, or she watches what she puts into her system, into her body. What I have decided to do is eat oats. Guys, oats aren't really my favorite, but then I have realized that if I'm not going to change my lifestyle, then nothing is going to change. Remember that if you don't change anything, nothing changes. So I have just decided to eat oats because it has a lot of benefits, especially in the morning, and it helps you be full for a longer period of time, so that you don't get tempted, like me, to eat like snacks in between, sugar to be specific. So just watching what you eat. Another thing that girl does is she takes time to herself. Like, time to herself meaning that you just at least have at least an hour to yourself in a day, and just also work on not being too available for people. Like, know how to prioritize. I personally was trapped in that. I would have work to do, but then as soon as, let's say, a friend or family member calls me, like, please come pick this up, or please come do this, I would jump. But now I have actually learned that me doing that doesn't make me productive at all. It just helps them, but it never helps me. So I have to, like, now put it down, like, wait, is it worth it? Can I do it another time? Can I help them another time? Because it's very important that you also work on yourself. At the end of the day, you are alone, sweetie. You are alone. So just learn how to prioritize and learn how to take time to yourself, and just reflect on life, be grateful for what is happening in life. And this has really been making me a happier person. Like, I am so happy now in my life. The way I think of things is so different, and I am really glad I am back to who I was, because I was like this at a certain time in my life, and then I just started losing my confidence. I started being so insecure. I started yeah, all the not so nice things. So I think this really helps, just taking time to yourself. Another thing is that when you are, let's say, busy with something, you can always listen to a podcast. Podcasts do really help. My favorite is Jay Shetty. He's the #1 health podcast, or as he says it. Okay guys, I think that's the end of the video. I just hope that someone takes this and we start the journey together, because for me it's done. I am becoming that girl. I am becoming the best version of myself, because I find that it's not worth being the other side. It's not cool being the other side. So I hope that someone does pick one or two things from this video, and if you are, please do let me know in the comment section, so that I know that someone at least took something from this video, and hopefully we can work together and make this journey what we want it to be. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please do join the family by subscribing to this channel. I would highly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.